Hi everyone, this is Stephanie. I'm here with another class from Linguistiko. This is the types of sentences class. And it's a hot day here in Argentina. And that's pretty incredible because it's like Christmas time, the time of the year when everybody's getting ready for Christmas. But here in Argentina, nobody really makes a very big deal about Christmas. And in the United States, they do. So I'm still trying to adjust to all of the cultural changes. I've only been here for a couple years. So anyhow, yes, hot day. That's why I'm like wearing a tank top. I'm trying to be fresh, trying to stay cool, and drink lots of water. Anyhow, so yes, today we are doing, or right now, because I already did a class today, we are doing the types of sentences class. Now, this class has to do with grammar. And grammar isn't my favorite thing to do, but I try to make it as fun as possible. I know that very few people love grammar. I know we all like to practice speaking the foreign language that we're learning, but not everybody likes to actually practice the grammar. But the grammar is important because that is how you learn how to speak well and correctly. And it looks really good when you can speak a language professionally. And I think people take you more seriously. Hi, Tony. Hi,
Hi,
Tony. How are
hi,
you?
I'm fine. You?
Thank you. I'm good. Is this your first class with Linguistiko?
Yes, no, it's my second class. I have one before with another teacher.
Okay, well, thank you and welcome to Linguistico. Um, where are you from?
I'm from Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. Nice. Okay. And is it hot over there today, or what is it like in Costa Rica today?
Is is hot.
Nice. Is it hot all year round in Costa Rica, or no?
Please, I can hear.
Is it hot in Costa Rica all the time, or just sometimes?
Uh, all times Costa Rica have two weather. Uh, rain and sun only.
Oh, wow. Well, good to have you in class. Um, Hi, Simone. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah, really
Uh,
correctly. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell me your name because I want to make sure that I say it correctly.
Okay, you have said it correctly. My name is Simon. Simon or
Si
Simon, whatever.
Simon? Okay,
Yes,
got it. Okay, Simon, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia. And you?
I'm from California.
Oh, great.
Yeah, nice to have you guys in class. So I'm from California. My name is Stephanie, but right now I am living in Argentina.
Oh, great.
Yes, so I really
Do you
like it
like to
here.
live
And
there?
yes, I do. It's very fun. For me, it's an adventure. Everybody here
Oh,
says, "How could you leave California? We all want to go to California." And I say, "I don't
yeah,
know.
that's
I
right,
was
that's
born
right.
there. I was born there, so
Maybe
it's
that's
not
why you didn't find it cool. Maybe.
exactly. Exactly. And over here everything is new and different and I really like it. I really like Hispanic culture. I think it's very nice.
Great.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining the class today. This is the types of sentences class. And I need to say that I don't usually do grammar classes because I think language is a lot more fun to learn through conversation classes. But the grammar is important too. So today we're going to look at that a little bit. Um, Basically, the way we are going to do this is I am going to present something about sentences. And I'm going to ask you guys to mute your microphones while I do the presentation. Then when it's over, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk. And if you didn't understand anything, don't worry. If you understood everything, that's great. But let me do the presentation and then we will talk again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Simon, am I talking too fast or am I talking okay?
Yeah, really good. I
Okay,
could understand
Okay.
everything.
that's perfect. Tony, am I talking too fast or am I talking okay?
Okay. Okay. It is okay.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, so I'm going to share my screen now. Give me 1 second. I have to find that. Oh, this always happens. Give me 1 second. So actually, you guys can go ahead and mute your microphones.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Simon, there you go. Thanks, guys. Okay, now we have complete silence. So I just want to say, if you guys want to take notes and write anything as I am presenting, feel free. Okay, so types of sentences. I'm about to share my screen. But the reason why we are talking about types of sentences today is because when you write something, if you're writing a story or something for the university, it's good to have different types of sentences in your writing. If not, whatever you're writing will be really boring. So for example, if I was writing something about oranges and I said, I like oranges, they are juicy. Oranges are orange, they are round. If I wrote sentences like that, it would be very, oh, just a second, let me welcome Diana. Hi, Diana.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just started my presentation on types of sentences, so you didn't miss anything, okay? But go ahead and mute your microphone as I present. And then my presentation will probably take 10 minutes, and then we're going to talk about it and we're going to practice some things. Okay, great. Okay, so as I was saying, when we write sentences like this, like in a paragraph, I like oranges, oranges are round, oranges are juicy, they are tasty. When we write like this, it gets pretty boring. It sounds kind of like a, I don't know, like a 10-year-old is writing. So it's good to use different types of sentences. So you could start off your writing saying, something like, do you know what an orange is? And I know that's really silly because, I mean, most people know what an orange is. But, like, I'm using oranges as the example. So do you know what an orange is? What an orange is? Well, let me tell you in case you don't know. So when you write more like that, it gives your writing style and voice, and it makes your writing more interesting. It makes your sentences more interesting. And I think a lot of people don't particularly like writing, but I love writing. I love writing because to me it's like it's art. You know, you can take all these words and the commas and periods and semicolons and everything and put them however you want. And with that, you can write something that'll make a person cry or will make them laugh or will make them hungry, you know, depending on how well you can describe food in your writing, whatever it is, you can create feelings in other people. And so writing is really, really powerful. And I'm sure you guys are all educated in writing in your own languages, and you've probably already learned this in your language. So the same thing applies here in English. Now I am going to share this website with you guys that gives an overview of sentences and sentence types. Now I'm going to warn you, it can get a little bit complicated because they are going to throw a lot of vocabulary at you, like compound sentence, complex sentence, predicate, subject, and if you don't know what this is already, oh my goodness, you're going to think I'm like over here trying to kill you with the grammar, but I promise I'm not. And just hang in there, and at the end you can tell me, oh, I loved it, or you can say I didn't understand anything. It's okay. Just hang on while I do this presentation. So here we go. Okay, so this is esl.about.com. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, writing in English begins with the sentence. Sentences are then combined into larger structures such as essays, business reports, etc. There are 4 sentence types in English. The first sentence type is the most common, declarative. A declarative sentence declares or states a fact, arrangement, or opinion. Declarative sentences can either be positive or negative. A declarative sentence ends with a period. Examples: I'll meet you at the train station. The sun rises in the east. He doesn't get up early. Okay, and what I want you guys to realize about these sentences is there's a subject in each one. Here it's I'll. Who will meet you at the train station? I will meet you at the train station. The sun rises in the east. What rises in the east? The sun. He doesn't get up early. Who doesn't get up early? He. Okay, so all of these declarative sentences have a subject. Okay, so the next type of sentence is imperative. The imperative form instructs or sometimes requests. The imperative takes no subject as you is the implied subject. The imperative form ends with either a period or an exclamation point. So basically, an imperative sentence is something that I would tell you. So if I say, go to the car, I'm not saying you go to the car because it's imperative. It's already assumed that I'm talking to you and that you are the subject of the sentence. So examples: open the door, finish your homework, pick up that mess. So if you'll notice, each one of these sentences starts automatically with a verb. Open, finish, pick. Okay, pick up actually. So I'm not saying you open the door or he finish your homework or something like that. So I hope this is making sense. Basically, the declarative sentence ends in a period and it has a subject. The imperative sentence ends in a period or an exclamation point, but you are the subject. So I'm requesting you to do something or I am instructing you to do something. Then we have interrogative. The interrogative asks a question. In the interrogative form, the auxiliary verb precedes the subject, which is then followed by the main verb. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of terminology. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Are you coming? The interrogative form ends with a question mark. Examples: how long have you lived in France? When does the bus leave? Do you enjoy listening to classical music? Good. So basically, interrogative is a fancy way to say it's a question. Basically, it's a question. They just call it interrogative. Then we have exclamatory. The exclamatory form emphasizes a statement, either declarative or imperative, with an exclamation point. Okay, so basically an exclamatory sentence is a declarative or an imperative, like the first 2 kinds of sentences that we read about, but basically has an exclamation point at the end. So you could say hurry up with a period, or you could say hurry up, and that would have an exclamation point. You can say that sounds fantastic with a period, or you can say that sounds fantastic, and then you would have to put an exclamation point on the end. And also with the exclamation point, we are conveying to the reader how we want them to read our work. So if this right here were a period, they would say, I can't believe you said that. But being that it's not a period, they would read it like this: I can't believe you said that. Or maybe they might get even louder. So I'm going to stop right here. This is only the first half. But I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to ask you guys questions one at a time. Oh, and we have another person in the class. Yasir, am I saying your name correctly? Hello, Yasir, are you there? Everybody else has their microphone on mute. Okay, I will come back to you. Diana, please unmute your microphone. I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
Okay, so what I read, did it make sense to you?
Sorry?
Everything that I read, did you understand or did I go too fast?
No, it's fine. I understand.
Okay, good. And do they have these kinds of sentences in your language as well?
Yes. Also,
Okay, good. So we are talking about something that we all kind of know, just now we're talking about it in English. Good. Okay, and so tell me one of the types of sentences that you remember and explain to me what it is.
okay. Exclamatory. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is used for mm, okay. You don't use okay. You use a final signal point.
Good. It's called an exclamation
Yeah.
point or an exclamation mark.
Yeah, and it's maybe when you talk about something, but you need more emphasis in something,
Yes.
or surprise or something.
Like excitement,
Yeah.
right? It could be anger. It could be a lot of kinds of excitement. It can be like an angry excitement, a happy excitement, sad excitement. Just it has to show a rush of emotion. Okay, so can you please give me an example of a sentence like this?
Mm, get up.
Good. Get off. Good. Okay, thank you, Diana. Okay, Simon. Simon, were you
Yes,
able
here.
to, thank you, were you able to understand what I read?
Yeah, completely. I understood
Awesome.
everything.
Okay, so Diana told us about the exclamatory sentences. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about another kind of sentence?
Okay, I'm gonna help with imperative sentence, I think.
Yes, okay.
So, okay, what I have caught is that they start with our verb. So I can give you an example. Open the door
Good. Okay, and what did you say they come without something or with something? I didn't hear that part.
with our verb.
Oh, no, they do. They come with the verb. They come without the
Oh,
subject.
yeah. I forgot that.
Good, good. Okay, so they don't have a subject. And that was a good example. Okay, thank you very much. Now, Tony. Tony, I'm going to ask you the same question. Were you able to understand everything that I read?
Yeah.
Okay, now Diana told us about exclamatory sentences, and Simon told us about imperative. Could you tell us about another kind of sentence that we read about?
I remember interrogative.
Good, interrogative. And tell us about this.
Uh, Interrogative. It is basically when I make a question. When I
Exactly.
make a only only this make a question.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's like a big word to say a question. Good.
Yeah.
And the last kind that we talked about was declarative. And declarative is simply a fact. And I hear kittens or like cats. Does anybody have kittens?
No?
I don't know where I'm hearing that from. All of a sudden I heard meow, meow,
I have,
meow.
but my cat is sleeping actually.
Oh, Diana, you do have a cat?
Yeah, I have two cats.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so yes, so declarative is just saying basically a fact and it ends in a period. Okay, so there was a certain type of sentence that could be imperative or declarative. What type of sentence was that?
Uh, The question is for me.
Or sorry, for anybody, whoever knows. There was a type of sentence, and they said this can be a declarative statement, or this could be an imperative statement. And was that an interrogative sentence or an exclamatory sentence?
You gotta think about it.
Okay, it was exclamatory. Because remember, an exclamatory sentence can be imperative or declarative. You can say stop, like that, or you can say stop. You
Oh
can
my
say the food is good, or you can say the food is good, and
Yeah.
turn it into an exclamatory
Let's
sentence. Great. Okay, so now we are going to practice with this, you guys. Here in the chat, this is what we're going to use for right now. I want everybody to write 2 declarative sentences. Okay, 2 declarative sentences. So take your time. You guys have time. I'll give like a minute and just start writing your sentences in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct them, and we're going to talk about them together. So first we are doing declarative. Okay? So I'm going to mute my microphone as you guys are practicing. 2 sentences per person. Okay, Diana, I see you have a sentence there. Very good. Simon and Tony, are you guys working on sentences? Oh, good. Yes, you are. Okay, I'll keep waiting. 1 more minute. Okay, so 2 sentences per person. You all wrote your first sentence. Now 1 more sentence. Good job, you guys. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go through these sentences, and I'm going to say what is correct, what's incorrect. Here we go. So, to begin, this is pretty funny, but all of you in every single sentence missed something that is so important. What goes at the end of a declarative sentence? Does anybody know?
A period?
Yes. Yes, that is so important. It's
I
not a
forgot that.
sentence if it doesn't have a period. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's
I
okay.
forgot
So,
that, but I knew.
I know, that's the funny thing. I know that you know, but we have to do it. So
Yeah.
in English, yes, all of the sentences start with a capital letter and they all end with a period. So just so you guys know in the future, when you do classes with me and we make sentences, like try and make them as perfect as possible, okay? It's not just the words, it's the way it's written. So, for example, I love my cats. That is a perfect sentence, a wonderful declarative sentence, except it doesn't have a period. So that needs a period. I'll meet you at school. Perfect. And I like the use of the contraction there. That was great, except it doesn't have a period. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play with you at the park. That's good. However, I'll is spelled, hang on, like Simon spelled it up there, like this. It has the apostrophe in it. We can't forget that apostrophe. So it's I and then apostrophe LL. Good. And again, the period. Okay, you'll be to pick her up at the airport. Okay, Simon, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When I say this, does it sound correct? You'll be to pick her up at the airport.
Okay. So how will you say that?
Okay, well, it depends. What would you like to say? I'm not exactly sure what you want to say.
She's going to pick her up at the airport.
Uh-huh. You'll be, you could say you'll be able to pick her up at the airport, or you'll be there to pick her up at the airport, or she'll be there to pick her up at the airport. It depends what you want to say. But the question was, when I said you'll be to pick her up at the airport, did it sound correct or did it sound incorrect?
Maybe incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay. Whether it sounds correct or not is fine. I just want to know whether your ear was able to make a distinction. Because sometimes when we hear a native speaker say something, it's like then we can like realize that, oh wait, that sounds wrong. Good. Okay, so you could say you'll be there to pick her up at the airport, period. San Jose is the capital of Costa Rica. That's good, but it needs a period. And we do not have to capitalize capital because we only capitalize proper nouns like names of places and the letter at the beginning of a sentence. And then English is my favorite language. Perfect, but no period. So really good job, you guys, but we're going to try to do something even better this time. Now we are going to do imperative sentences. Now, imperative sentences are the ones that don't have a subject. So don't say the girl went or I'm going. These are the ones that are like demands or requests, like go shut the door, turn off the radio, get out of here, leave me alone, things like that. So now everybody has to write 2 imperative sentences. Here we go. With periods or exclamation points.
Oh, okay. I think we are kind of lazy to use the exclamation
No, it's
points.
one button. It's one button.
Yeah, I know it's really close to us, but sometimes you forget it. You forget it. Okay, I missed the first one, but I put my exclamation point in the last one.
Good. Okay. So Tony, while you are working on your last sentence, I'm going to start. Okay. Stop smoking. Great. Imperative sentence, except of course it needs the period. Open the door. That's a great sentence too, but it needs to look like this. Capital first letter and the exclamation point right at the end. Okay. Give me a salad. Perfect.
Thank
Don't
you.
eat. Don't eat there. Perfect. Play the microphone. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what this means. The sentence, it's like a good sentence, but I don't know, how do you play a microphone?
Maybe turn on.
I think it would be turn on the microphone.
Yeah.
Turn on the microphone or turn off the
Turn
microphone.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, but we use play for a DVD player or a movie. Play the movie, play the video. Yeah, that's play. Good. Open the door. Oh, that's the one I wrote. Okay. Drink all of this. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Okay, now let's do exclamatory. Remember, capital letters at the beginning of the sentences and an exclamation point like this at the end, okay? Exclamatory. You're yelling. You're excited. 1 minute. Oh, and I just want to say, that's really good. Good. I just want to say these are not imperatives. So don't say like, go away. There has to be a subject. Like, I love this, or it's really good, but there's always a subject. Okay, good. So we have, that's really good. Great, but there are 3 O's. Am I seeing that? Are there 3 O's in that good? I think that's a typo. I am very, very picky with the sentences. Sorry. Okay. But other
Maybe
than that,
I
Simon, it's
spread too much assignment.
what?
Maybe I spread too much assignment.
You spread too much what?
Excitement.
Oh,
I
excitement.
was
That's
excited.
really good. Like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm sorry, guys. Usually I don't do grammar classes, but today we have to like hit the sentence grammar hard. Normally we talk and we talk and we talk in my classes. But the last like 10 minutes we'll do a lot of talking, so don't worry. Okay, I love London City. That's good. I love my job. Good. That actually got me curious. Tony, what's your job? Are you there, Tony?
Yeah, yes.
What is your job?
My job is like a dental technician.
Cool. So you love your job?
Yeah, I love it.
That's good. It's always good when people love their jobs. I think everybody should have a job that they love. Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're awesome. Okay, I can do it. We are a great team. Yes, we are. Woohoo! Okay, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one that we have is the interrogative. So let's ask some questions, okay? Actually, why don't you do this? Ask me some questions. So whatever question you ask, I'm going to answer it. Okay? So you can say, what is your favorite color or something, but ask me some questions. 2 questions per person.
It's a kind of difficult, but okay.
They can be silly questions. What is your favorite this or anything? Okay, while you guys are doing that, I will be right back. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Good, you guys are asking some great questions. You can also ask questions that begin with where, or when, or how. Okay. Good. Okay. We're ready. Okay, so I played a little trick on you guys. I'm going to answer these questions, but these questions are also for you guys, okay? So, Diana, I'm going to start with you. Okay, so you asked me, what is your favorite city? And right now, I think I have to say Sacramento, just because that's where I'm from, and you can find anything in Sacramento. It's not really big, but it's not really small. It's not like New York, you know, or Los Angeles, but it's a great size. There are some beautiful rivers that go right through it, so you can go out and like dance, or you can go to the river. There's so many things you can do there. So Diana, what's your favorite city?
Actually, it's London. I think it's ancient, and also you can move it in the tube, and it's good. And it's really, really good city.
Okay, and what is your favorite thing to do in London?
My favorite what?
What is your favorite thing to do in London?
Okay, I like work around the Thames River.
Around a river?
Yeah, around the river. Yeah, it's good for me.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you also asked me, when did you go to Argentina? And I came here in January of 2013, so it's almost been a couple years, but sometimes I go back to see my family. So yeah, so now my question for you is, would you ever consider visiting Argentina?
Not really.
You have to come. You know that what they say about Buenos Aires is that it's like a little Europe. You know,
Yeah.
it's very European over here. So I know we're like a South American, you know, but anyhow, well, you should come. We have great wine and great beef, lots of dancing and lots of fun, and that's the end of my commercial. You should come. Okay, great. Okay, Simon, your question is, what's your favorite hobby? And I really like cooking a lot. And I like writing, but I don't write very much and I cook a lot. So what about you? What's your favorite hobby? Are you there, Simon? Hello? Okay, we will come back. Tony, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you asked me what's your favorite sport, and I really like water polo. Do you know what water polo is?
Water polo. It is in the pool, but I don't know how is.
How to play it?
Yeah, I don't know how to play it.
That's okay. Basically, you have to swim the whole time, and you have to pass the ball, you have to play defense. There's a lot of things that we do, and it's quite fun, actually. And so anyhow, that's my favorite sport, but what about you? What's your favorite sport?
I have to. I like soccer and ride my bike.
Uh-huh.
Only
Okay.
that.
Okay, great. And you also asked, where do you go on Christmas? Well, I don't have any Christmas traditions anymore because I used to do things with my family on Christmas, and we didn't go anywhere. We would just stay home and have a good time. And I loved Christmas in California, but here, I don't. Here it's summer in Christmas, and that's really, really strange for me because I'm used to Christmas being in the winter. But so I travel before Christmas sometimes, and I travel after Christmas. But I just go to the other side of the country. My grandpa lives on the other side of the country, and I go visit him.
Okay.
So what about you? Where do you go on Christmas?
I some days I stay here at home, and I go to my town, the town that I was born.
Uh-huh.
Here it is far from here my town where I grow up.
Grew up.
Yeah, I visited my family there.
Oh, okay. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's always nice to be with family on Christmas. Okay, guys,
Yes.
so here's what we're going to do. I am going to read through the next part of the sentences, the website, but this is like the more complicated part. So I'll read through it, then I'm going to ask if you have questions. Hi, Simon. Simon, are you there? Simon? Okay, I think he's having some problems with his thing. But anyhow, okay guys, so I'm going to read this. It's kind of complicated, but just bear with me. If you have any questions, we'll ask questions. And then if not, we're going to spend the last 10 minutes of class just talking, okay? Because I know you guys all want to talk. Here I go. Okay. Here we go. Sentence types. All of these sentence types further fall into 4 basic sentence type categories in English: simple, compound, complex, or compound complex. Simple sentences. Simple sentences contain no conjunction and, but, or, etc. Examples: Frank ate his dinner quickly. Peter and Sue visited the museum last night. Are you coming to the party? And here they did use and, but not in the form of a conjunction. They just used it to in the subject part of the sentence, not in the predicate part. Compound sentences. Compound sentences contain two statements that are connected by a conjunction. Example, and, but, or, etc. Practice writing compound sentences with this compound sentence writing exercise. Okay, examples. I wanted to come, but it was late. The company had an excellent year, so they gave everyone a bonus. I went shopping and my wife went to her class. So what you can see is these compound sentences are basically two sentences. Look, I wanted to come. It was late. The company had an excellent year. They gave everyone a bonus. I went shopping. My wife went to her classes. So basically a compound sentence is two simple sentences put together with and, but, or. Then we have complex sentences. Complex sentences contain a dependent clause and at least one independent clause. The two clauses are connected by a subordinator, which, who, although, despite, if, since, etc. Examples. My daughter, who was late for class, arrived shortly after the bell rang. That's the man who brought our house. Although it was difficult, the class passed the test with excellent marks. Okay, and here we have compound complex sentences. Compound complex sentences contain at least one dependent clause and more than one independent clause. The clauses are connected by both conjunctions, but, so, and, etc., and subordinators, who, because, although, etc. Examples. John, who briefly visited last month, won the prize and he took a short vacation. Jack forgot his friend's birthday, so he sent him a card when he finally remembered. The report, which Tom compiled, was presented to the board, but it was rejected because it was too complex. So as you guys can see, the sentences are getting more and more and more complicated. And with this, in a second here, I'm going to ask if you have questions, but the goal is not for me to teach that, like the last part about the sentences, and for us to, oh, I get it, perfect, yeah. No, because that is something that is so complex that, you know, you can spend a couple weeks in a university studying. Okay, so the goal here is exposure. I want you guys to get exposed to this, to learn something about it, and right now I'm going to pass the link and you can copy and paste it if you want. And that way, if you want to keep studying this, you can keep studying it because you're going to have to dedicate more time to it. But Diana, were you able to understand something about the simple compound, compound complex, and all of those kinds of sentences?
Yes.
Okay, good. Simon, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
But
Tony,
my
were you?
connection is not.
Yes. I'm meaning to ask Simon and Tony, were you guys able to understand a little bit about these sentences? The compound, complex, simple?
Yes.
Good.
But
Okay. So, like I said, though, this topic is huge. So, I don't expect anybody to be perfect at it. Anyhow, I think we've done enough grammar for the day. So, we're just going to talk for the rest of the class. Some of you guys don't know me very well, and Diana, I've had a class with you, but Tony and Simon, you guys are new. So I'm going to give you each a moment to share a little bit about yourself with me and with the class. So Tony, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, I'm from Costa Rica. And I like to learn to learn to learn English because I needed to know English in my job because I work with doctor from USA, and the instructions are in English, and I need to know English. But it is only reading it. The it is for that I don't have problem, but I want to talk. I need to talk because I like I don't want only know reading English. I want to talk, and I need to know English because I study system engineering, and all the books in system engineering are in English. Is for that too, and I enjoy to meet the people from another country, to share my culture, and to know the culture from another countries. And I don't know. It is that's all.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing about yourself. That's very interesting. And I think you will find that the classes here at Linguistico are going to be helpful for you, especially the conversation classes. Those classes, you will talk a lot in the conversation classes. And that you will get better, you will get more confidence in English, so that's exciting. Okay, Simon, why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself? Who are you?
Okay, first of all, I thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be with you all. My name is Simon. I work part-time with my father. He's a lithographer. I don't know if you know about it.
No, I don't know. You have to tell me.
Okay, lithographer is a person who prints books. Maybe we make diplomas and all those kind of things with paper.
Oh, okay.
Um, I study international business, so I love learning languages, yes, such as English. I love French as well, and I like spending time with people to go to work for a walk. I like to spend time with my family, hang out with friends, and that's it. And
Cool.
I love God.
Awesome. Me too. Well, thank you, Simon. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I look forward to having you in more classes. We still have time. So, Diana, tell us about yourself.
Okay. I'm designer, fashion designer, and I'm really interested in to practice English and another language as well. I'm I design in this moment handbags and shoes and another complements. I love print, and all my designs have print, maybe inside or outside. And I'm from Colombia, and
Oh, great. From
yeah,
Colombia too.
So Simon and Diana, maybe you guys are neighbors.
Nah,
maybe,
not possible.
Hey, it could be possible.
yeah.
I don't think.
So
But
Ah.
but her accent is not where I live. Maybe different.
But she's speaking English, so how do you know what her accent is like in Spanish?
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but sometimes you can maybe.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it could be possible. Who
Yeah,
knows?
it could be.
Diana, I wanted to say I think that's awesome that you are a fashion designer. You should take my class that's called What to Wear because it's a conversational class and all we do is talk about clothes. Because in English, you know, a lot of people know how to say t-shirt and pants and jeans and socks, but they don't know like more technical vocabulary. So in that class, we go over lots of vocabulary for clothes, and it's really fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
that's the class I recommend for you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys another question, but before I do that, does anybody have a question for me?
Okay, maybe. Where? What do you do?
What do I
I
do?
mean, you work.
Okay. Well, right now I'm doing a few things, but the most important things that I'm doing is one, I'm working with Linguistiko, which I love because well, it's kind of a long story. I used to work as a tutor in high schools in Sacramento. So I would work in many different high schools. Like one day I would work in one, the next day I'd go to the other. And then I realized that I could make more money and do better for myself if I started my own business because I was working for a company.
Yeah.
And so then I decided to start my own business. And actually, it's not like I decided, oh, I'm going to start my own business. What happened was somebody asked me. They said, hey, Stephanie, we like the way you teach. Can you work with our kids? And I was like, okay. And then they recommended me to other people. And then they recommended me to other people. And then it just kept going. And then I said, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to do all this work. I have to stop something. So then I gave up my tutoring job at the high schools and I kind of just started my own business. But then when I came here to Argentina, I had to get rid of all of that. I had to let my students go because I could not obviously work with them while I was here in Argentina, and I wasn't doing very much online tutoring at the time. So then, anyhow, I came to Argentina, I studied abroad, and then a lot of things happened. I met somebody, we got married, and so now we live here.
Great.
And yeah, no, and it's a great time, but then I was like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And later I found Linguistico. So I'm really happy to be with them because now I get to teach again, and teaching is what I love to do.
Oh,
So
great.
I
You're a
work,
great
yes,
teacher.
thanks, thanks. I feel so bad, you guys. Usually, if you had a bad time in my class today, I apologize because usually I make my classes really fun, but today we were
No,
talking
I'm
about
having fun.
sentences. Okay, good, because I just feel like sentences, how fun can that be, you know? So thank you. But yes, like I said, usually I try to make a conversation so you guys can talk because I feel like if you're in a class with a native English speaker, then you already know quite a bit of English. So we stop the grammar and we talk. But anyhow, so yes, so I'm doing this, and then I also do beauty consulting. So I teach about skincare and makeup
Oh,
and stuff like that. So yeah, and I really love that job too because again, I'm teaching, but about something completely different. So, and that job I do in Spanish because I live in Argentina. So
Hmm.
when I actually have some ladies that are coming over now to do a class with me about skincare. So that'll be fun.
great.
Look
So
at
you know
that.
how to speak Spanish very well.
Wait, what?
So do you know how to speak Spanish really well? I imagine
Yes.
that. Oh, great.
Yes. Well, I've been here for a couple years, and I started studying Spanish when I was 15. So,
Oh,
yes, I do speak it very well. And so just, yeah, think about that for your guys' English. If you keep doing these classes with me, you will keep getting better. I tend to talk fast. I try to talk slow, but I tend to talk fast. So if you can
that's
keep up,
great for me.
yes, if you can keep up with my classes, then you are going to learn a lot, and I am so happy to teach you guys. And look, I didn't even have time to ask another question because I kept talking. I apologize. So
Okay,
anyhow,
that was
I'll
perfect.
Hmm.
thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Diana, Simon, and Tony for joining my class.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you, you
you.
too.
Thank you.
You
Okay,
are
have a good
working.
day. See you guys
We'll see
in my
you.
next classes. And you can leave feedback, okay? You can leave feedback about the
When is
classes. Feedback?
okay? When is your
On my
yeah, yeah.
profile. On my profile, it says Stephanie K on
Okay,
Linguistico.
I'll find it. Keep in
Thank
touch.
you. Thank you. Yes, you
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye.